Nancy Pelosi, she made a strong statement yesterday. You know, she girl bossed all over this bitch. She was outraged. She was taking the parties to task that need to be taken to task.
She was leaning in.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Sandberg would be so proud because was she directing her ire at Joe Manchin, who's trying to kill the entire Biden agenda and throw 10 million United States children into poverty? Was it because Pelosi still can't get over how furious she was about Lauren Boebert launching Islamophobic attacks on Ilhan Omar? Do we have an update on any censure vote, by the way? Doesn't seem like leadership's that interested in that. But wait, let me look at my notes. Sam does that better than me. This can't be right. This can't be right. She was actually outraged because some members of her caucus want to ban lawmakers from engaging in what is essentially insider trading? Here she is, answering a question about that.
Madam Speaker, Insider just completed a 5-month investigation finding that 49 members of Congress and 182 senior congressional staffers have violated the Stock Act, the insider trading law. I'm wondering if you have any reaction to that, and secondly, should members of Congress and their spouses be banned from trading individual stocks while serving in Congress?
No, I don't know to the second one. We have a responsibility to report in the stock, on the stock, but I'm not familiar with that 5-month review, but if people aren't reporting, they should be. Because this is a free market and we're a free market economy. They should be able to participate in that.
It's interesting. I mean, maybe the spouse thing is what got her, because there are people on Reddit and on TikTok, literally. Pelosi's so famous for this that there are people who follow her husband, Paul Pelosi, and his stock trading because there's common knowledge that what he's doing might make them money. And it makes sense. Pull up this article, if you could, Bradley, from July of this year. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband cashed in on big tech just as Congress was set to pounce. Can scroll down a little bit. No, it's okay. This week, before the House Judiciary Committee voted on reining in big tech, Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband exercised a bullish bet on Google parent Alphabet, a timely transaction that netted him $5.3 million. The antitrust bill was advanced as a push by the government to curb the unregulated power of big tech firms Google, Amazon, Apple, and Facebook. It was the final part of a 6-part package called Ending Platform Monopolies Act, aimed at restricting how big tech companies offer their products to ensure they don't use their size to dominate the market. I guess the details aren't that fully important there. That's all we really need to see. But this is this has happened before with Pelosi's husband as well.
I mean, this is classic free market stuff. Like, how can the market allocate capital efficiently if, like, what's his name, Richard Burr can't unload a whole bunch of hospitality stock right before a pandemic, the full scale of a pandemic is known. Like, that's market 101.
And yeah, it's interesting too how are Pelosi and the Democrats able to deploy an attack effectively on that front when, say, Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff are running in the Georgia Senate elections, and it was Kelly Loeffler, I believe, who was engaging in brazen insider trading when the Democrats have control of both chambers. Nancy Pelosi is not interested in doing anything to stop that because, as I mentioned, just this past year, one move by her husband was able to net her and him $5.3 million. And it's interesting because regular citizens who are made aware of non-public information prior to a trade, they go to nominally, people go to jail for insider trading. I mean, everybody knows that's what Martha Stewart went to jail for. They are apparently not engaging in the free market in a way that is free. But members of Congress also have access to information prior to trades happening, and they're doing the same exact thing, except it's just sanctioned. The difference is because they make the laws. Martha Stewart or the trader who I'm not going to, cry a river for people who get convicted of insider trading, but the hypocrisy makes sense. Like,
should have been a lot more heads rolling besides Martha Stewart.
Right. There are people on Wall Street who engage in this all the time. I think insider trading should be enforced with the law much more aggressively, and that applies to members of Congress who are just doing it with a different flavor.
I'd frankly be much more aggressive with outsider trading as well, but that's a little bit beside the point.
Yeah, right, exactly. I mean, I agree. Passive wealth
exactly.
increases.
Sickening. And like this on top of like the BBB failure and the student loan stuff, it's like, particularly the squad, like they can't be sharing money with these people, small donor money. Like some kind of line has to be crossed here, because this is absolutely despicable, the jag that the Democrats are on right now.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I saw Andrew Lawrence. I mean, we'll move into a break in a second, but just tweeted a video of a guy continuously punching himself in the nuts, and compared that to what the Democrats are like in power. Pretty accurate.